doctor will see you now.
Right. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to jump in with the intro song. James said he loved it so much, so I picked up the guitar real quick. How you guys doing? I'm lovely, and happy Father's Day. Am I a father? I was for a second. It dropped off into the toilet and away it went. I'm not teasing. What's happening, Duncan? He's like, leave me alone, man.
What do you want me to drag me into this for? I'm just pressing the buttons and just making sure what's going on. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, we're missing an Ed. We've lost an Ed tonight. So if anybody's seen him, please check in the your cupboards and checking the garages to make sure you haven't locked him in or anything like that. And
checking the garbage.
Yeah, checking the garbage. so if anybody finds Ed, let us know and we'll try and drag him in. But until then, it's just me and the duck, and you guys, right. Obviously.
Yeah. Who the hell is in here? I think I've seen. Jason came in. Everybody else I've seen in here, except for those who haven't typed a damn thing. I don't know how many people sit back and just lurk, but you're welcome to do so because I'm so damn pretty. Now, I have had a few people come up and tell me over the good old years that I might be a daddy, but we just kind of avoided playing those towns anymore. You couldn't track people down like they do today. So if I got any, they're about 35 years old. So, and they haven't called me, so fuck them. You got any kids, Duncan? I've never asked you.
Yeah, I got three kids. Quite well, I say kids. They're young adults now.
And do they ever say hey?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They claim you?
yeah. They accept it. Well, the outro music is by my daughter. You know
really?
That? Yes. So when you get to hear the credits, that's a piece of music my daughter was wrote. Well, it's the instrumental part. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a song. So I just use that.
Wow, that's awesome. People are like, what the hell is that? It's like, I don't know, to tell you the truth. I never asked you. It's like, where'd that music come from? It never dawned on me. You just push all these buttons and things magically happen. And
well, I was looking through the music libraries on YouTube to see if there was something I could use, and most of it's just shit. And so,
oh yeah.
So I just gave up looking and just say, well, why don't we just use something that I've got that I know we've got the copyright for?
Oh, true.
Because it's our music. Yeah. So
yeah, you don't want every single episode to just go away. I noticed on the Shills thing last night where I came to visit you and we had a missing Dick. He didn't show up for that.
Yeah, we've been dickless for a while.
Been dickless for a while. If you guys remember when Dick came in and filled in for Ed, he was supposed to be in with Duncan and his buddies last night. I dropped in for a little bit to say hey, and yes, they were still dickless. But yeah, they shut something down so that the audio wouldn't, the copyright thing wouldn't engage and shut the whole stream down.
Yeah.
So is that what would happen to this if you had a copywritten song? It would just kind of possibly just shut the stream down, or would it just not allow it to be monetized?
It depends whose music you use. There are some people out there who are pretty harsh on the copyright, and because Dick would also used to do like a radio show and it just play music, and then some tracks would come on and they would just literally shut the stream down. I can't name names off the top of my head at the minute, but some are pretty harsh. Yeah, otherwise, what would normally happen is you just won't get monetization for it. The monetization would go somewhere else.
Now, what's up McCartney's ass, man? He won't let me use anything.
Well, don't know. Have you asked him?
Not lately.
Do you know any McCartney stuff?
Oh, not Paul's. No, there's people like 5 doors down. That
Oh, the McCartneys.
pick a little.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
they're lovely
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
yeah, they are. Um, whole different thing. Yeah, it's just a guy that plays guitar out on his back porch, and he's got one song that he changed the words to, and now he calls it his own. But he still won't let me do it. It's a hell of a song. But hey, there's GW. I haven't. Yeah, he's late for class again. You and Ed both. I don't know if he knows that Ed is missing in action. He's fell asleep on his couch apparently. He had a gig last night. Him and the missus. Not saying that they were gigging each other, but they both play in the same band together. So they get 3-piece band. So they get 2/3 of the cut. Not a bad way to work that out. Now, who Abstract? He's been watching Family Guy all week. Apparently, he's got get his giggity going down here. Giggity. Jay-Z, hi Santa Claus. I've got something. I don't know if I can find it. James Sanders in here. He, if anybody remembers an old cry for attention that I had with an alter ego named Nigel that I would dress up as. James drew me a picture of Nigel that I can use for whatever he allows me to use it for. If I knew how to share a screen, I would show it to you. How do I do that? I probably don't do it through this, do I?
Yes, you can.
I can.
You can. There's a little box with an arrow that's on the bottom of your meats thing. That's you
On
can
the
share.
bottom of my meat.
On the bottom of your meat, there's a little box with an arrow on it, and it says you can present your entire screening, a window or a tab. So if you've got the image there.
I've got the image there. And now, is that one that has activities?
No, it's see that there's like the row of buttons at the bottom. You've got the microphone, camera,
Yes, I do.
closed caption, and the next one is
Then the
present
arrow.
now.
Okay, I'm pushing it, and your entire screen. I guess present your entire screen. Hey, there's me. Let me do share. It won't allow me.
Oh.
Come on, I hit that and it doesn't work. I'm so guitarded at this, people, just like it says on the shirt, which is available at your local merchandise store. Okay, I got the picture up here, and it's doing nothing. And I try to click back on here, and the only thing it will let me click on is, oh, there's a picture. Now, well, you are presenting your screen. Is anything showing up there?
Oh yeah, sort of. It's kind of like screwed up all the windows and everything, but yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so if anybody can hear us. Well, we gave it a try.
No, you got it. You got it. It's there.
Okay. So back in the days when I used to do me Nigel, James has made me an Aussie because my accent. There, I'm out of there. Now, how do I get back into my normal thing? Stop presenting.
Stop presenting.
Okay, I am back. Scared the fuck out of Duncan.
There you go, everybody. You saw technology at work.
That's right. He saved it. So that's James Sanders' version of what I look like as Nigel instead of the Eddie picture here. So we have a new character that we can add in. So that was his intent with Nigel.
James is in the chat. He says,
yes,
you can use it for whatever you want, man.
Use it for whatever.
It all belongs to you.
if anybody wants to see Nigel, he's a funny motherfucker. Just go to my channel and just put Scott Grove Nigel on anything and watch all the videos. It was a flippin' hoot. It was right in the middle of my bipolar extreme madness.
Yeah, beloved Abstract says you should have Nigel on this live stream sometime. I don't think we could locate Nigel anymore.
I don't know.
You'd have to take some serious drugs to get that back.
I've got serious drugs, but
oh, okay, fair enough.
Maybe if I didn't take serious drugs for 2 days, 3 days in a row, I could really conjure up a character. Have all kinds of little creatures crawling around in my head.
All right, here you go. You got your first question of the night.
What is it?
Casey Lee.
Casey
okay. Lee asks, Dr. Groovy, have you played a Brian Moore guitar? I just picked one up for $400 with a tweed case, and it's really great. But I haven't heard of them before, so I don't know what I have here.
Brian Moore?
Brian Moore.
God, that one I don't know of. I do not know of. I didn't know there was such a thing. Brian May, of course, and I have a Scotty Moore. If we put them together, we have Moore Brian or Brian Moore. There's Brian Moore for you. Now, I don't know, dude. That's a stumper.
Well, I mean, if it plays really great and got it for $400 and it comes in a nice case, everybody's a winner.
Yeah, big time. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, if you love it, man, there you go. I know I've got some real stinker ass looking things that I really hate and paid 5 times that much and still holding on to them for some damn reason. And they suck dog, but.
Now, John Pearson seems to know what he's on about because he's
asking he does.
Casely, which Brian Moore model do you have? Les Paul style or double cut?
We'll sit here and wait for Casey.
Yeah, them two can have a chat and we can find out.
James is saying, now that is a good t-shirt, talking about the Nigel shirt, saying, I've got serious drugs.
Yeah.
Or I'm on serious drugs. Either way.
I tell you what,
t-shirt. What?
James will probably buy that t-shirt if you put his picture on it.
If I put his picture on it, he'll buy it.
Yeah.
By God, there's a way to sell shit. If anybody out there wants a t-shirt with their own artwork, send your pictures to me. The link or the email address is below. And I'll gladly put a t-shirt that you can go buy of your own
or your 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah, if your 5-year-old
children,
daughter or 12-year-old son or your 19-year-old weird thing you have locked in the basement. You want to put them on a shirt, let me know. Get them at the regular prices. And hey, we can do that, by God. I know how to do it. If you don't have a company that does it, then by God, I'll make sure it happens. You think I'm shitting. And after you buy it, and if you don't want any more, I'll just delete it off there so nobody else can have it.
Yep.
I'll even email you and say, here's the link. It's ready. Once I see you bought it, it's out of there. I'll delete the whole damn thing.
Of course, they could do it themselves, but yeah.
I know they could do it. You can do it yourself, but hey, I don't mind. I have no life. You guys don't understand. This is what I live for. I live for me and Dunk and Ed and whoever else wants to jump in here and just hang out for a couple hours and drink my rock stars, get my rocks off, something like that.
It's quite funny. I recently saw a video of this flat earther who does like
flat earth people again.
Yeah, he does like a live stream, and he was yelling at his audience because they hadn't said anything in the chat for like 5 minutes. And he was yelling at them, saying, "You bloody useless bastards! I'm here doing this stream for you, and you can't be bothered to do anything. And you just sit here watching me for entertainment." So yeah, just remember, people in the chat. This is not just a Scott show. This is your show too. So yeah, the questions that come in from the chat, that's what keeps it all going. And we do have a question.
Okay, remind me to go back to John Pearson talking about his tremolo. Go ahead with the
hang
question.
on.
Caller.
Yeah, we'll get back to this. One before that. Garrett Mason. Dear Dr. Greavy, how do you stop a floating bridge from going out of tune if you break a string?
You only get to dive bomb it. You don't get to pull it back. So you have to deck it, but not all the way. So you take the screws that are in the back of the guitar, tighten them up until the back of the bridge sits on the guitar, but you can still whammy it down. So just tighten them up only enough to where the ass end of the tremolo sits on the guitar. So you can still do all your whammies and shit, but it will always return, pretty damn close to in tune because it can't pull back any more than 0. So that's the only way to make sure that that happens that I'm aware of. I know there are some kind of devices out there that do such a thing, but what they're called, I don't recall. You'll come into somebody that knows in here. There are
robo tuners or
Trem
something.
King. Beloved Abstract just said that. So yeah, different whammies if you want to install them that will do it. But if it's your actual stock whammy system on your guitar, then that's about the only way to do it if it's a Fender style. So there you go. I see that people have actually answered the question for you as far as the optional bridges that you can install on there. So, and they are not wrong. They've been around me for too long to be wrong. Hey, Bronze Snake is in here. What's happening, Jack? He says, "Hey, cats." Meow. Meow.
Yeah, so you
wanted some
the
pussy in the house.
You wanted the
Oh yeah,
that was the John Pearson
Pearson.
Tremolo no or Trem stop.
Exactly. He's talking about, because I wanted to get to that because I was going to mention some tremolo stuff in just a bit anyway. I just want for the people who don't know the difference, number one, this is not a tremolo, the whammy bar. You'll see old Fender guitars that say synchronized tremolo on the Stratocaster headstock, where it now says original contour body or whatever. Leo Fender didn't know the difference between a tremolo and a vibrato. So there's definitely a difference, and it's just a matter of how informed you want to sound. Okay. A tremolo has to do with volume. A vibrato has to do with pitch. So when he made a Fender Vibro Champ amp or a Vibrolux, and you turn on the effect and it's a tremolo like this. Here's tremolo. So fluctuating volume on or off, or slightly lower in volume and back in. So you've heard of, the Fender Tremoverbs and Tremolux amplifiers. That's what they're talking there. But of course, the vibrato thing is actually with your fingers, just a pitch change. So your changing pitch with your vibrato bar is the only correct term for it, other than whammy or your wang bar. You can use all the slang bar you want about it, but yeah, they're definitely two different things. There's There's something called tremolo picking, which by name makes zero sense, but that's a different thing to do with string skipping and jerking your hand so fast nobody can see it, and we all know what that's like. So I did want to touch on that. Yeah, two totally different things, and yes, Leo Fender did get something wrong and never corrected it. He sold Fender and simply said, "Okay, I'm just going to leave Fender and vibrato and tremolo as being the same thing." So he got away with that one. I don't know if he ever changed it when G&L opened. Don't know. But yeah, just a little faux pas on his end. You ever get your vibrator? I told Duncan, it's like, I'm going to turn my vibrato today into a vibrator somehow. So it's surprising to me that Leo Fender did not come out with the Fender vibrator or something like that. I do have a foot massager, electric foot massager from the 1950s here, called the vibro vibrator thing for your feet. Got these little pads that sit on there, and they just go in little orbits, and it's got a scary looking plug on it that you plug in the wall from back then. The wires aren't frayed. It's just a scary looking unit, kind of like mine. Hey, we got any more people in the chat? Oh, they call them a fixed bridge. Yes. Again, the whammy system on this is fixed. So it is fixed or decked. So it does nothing upward. So if I broke 5 strings, the other one might be in tune to some degree. It would take that many to break, to knock it out of tune, because the neck would actually be relieved of all that poundage. I'm saying poundage of pressure. So it will not pull back. It will go down with no problem. But that's the only way to keep it from going out of tune. So we just backtrack to that. Let's see. John Pearson, not to be confused with Vito Bratta. 80s shredders. Nobody better than the 80s shredders. Every Eddie Van Halen wannabe coming out of the woodwork. You couldn't get a gig in the 80s unless you really quick boned up on your Van Halen tapping stuff. It's like hundreds of them or thousands of them came out of the woodwork. It's just a matter of who had the best hair. Get you a gig. John Pearson says, for a guy that didn't play, that's right, Leo Fender did not play. Leo did all right. Yeah, he did. had him a few different companies and always had somebody else with him that had the know-how and so forth to go on. Leo was an amp guy. He was an electrician more than anything. The guitar thing was new to him and foreign to him, but he knew kind of what he wanted to make happen, and he did a fine and dandy job. Didn't matter if he knew what we were or weren't going to call things, 70 years from then. What do you think there, Dunk? I think the old man did all right. He's got a good legacy.
Yeah.
Not bad for a guy that just did not play guitar at all. Let's see. I'm looking. There's James. Fender could have made a strap-on and called it I can't even read the Stratocaster. I'm not saying. I could say what my mom used to have what she called a Stratocaster. We just call it a strap-on. She'd straddle that thing. It's amazing when you actually go into your mom's bedroom what you'll find when she tells you not to do such things. You can be scarred for life or scared for life, or they're both the same thing. What's it? What's a zerbit? Beloved abstracts. He said somebody zerbited a girl. Is that something I said? Hard way. Guitar collection is looking good, Scott. Well, I needed to do the opposite. I needed to all go away. It's time to move into a new joint and take things the opposite way. Oh, there's Curtis. Curtis asked me about this the other day. He was asking whether he should get a Strat Plus or a G&L S500. Man, you are splitting little tiny pubes right there. I love both, and I have guitars around here that have the same pickups as the S500 and MDF or MFD, motherfucking dick or whatever the hell it stands for. Those pickups sound stupidly amazing. Only thing about them, I think that those actually sound better than the lace sensors, which I do not say lightly because I am a true advocate for lace sensor silvers in all three positions. But I think the G&L pickups, the MFD pickups win as far as tone goes. And it's just a matter of they are the same noise as any other Fender. I mean, as far as any other single coil. But the lace sensors, definitely a lot quieter and just, to me, are the best sounding pickup that is much quieter than others. So lace sensors are also good for if you have a telly, which I'll show you in a second. And I've got a few guitars where I did it too. But let's say you have a Telecaster and you want 3 pickups. Okay, you've got the bridge pickup and the neck pickup, which are reverse wound, reverse polarity, and they in the middle will be quiet, like in the 2 and 4 position on a Strat. So if you add a middle pickup, everything will change and put a 5-way switch in it, because you'll have 2 of them that are going to be the same polarity right next to each other, and they will not cancel hum. So if you add a lace sensor in the middle of stuff, the actual hum quotes around this humbucking type of thing that happens between your neck and your bridge pickup that happens on a telly will still remain intact. So the lace sensor remains kind of neutral and allows you to stick that in there without having to find a whole new set of 3 pickups to keep the 2 and 4 positions quiet. Some people are going, what the fuck? I'm sure he understands that. So yeah, traditional pickups, the G&Ls are my favorite by far. And then the lace sensors as far as just a general pickup to stick in any guitar in the world and make it wonderful. Beloved Abstract, he said he has a 7-bolt Strat for tone. What? He's always talking about something I don't understand what the heck it is. Well, here's the one that's always getting me is Bronze Snake. I don't know what it's in reference to, but just out of context, says Beloved Abstract, aka Beaver Fart. That's called a queef, people. A beaver fart. I'm gonna steal that from you. I'm gonna put it on a shirt. You guys think I won't?
He will. He will.
I have put so many things on these damn shirts and ordered them for myself and then canceled the designs. I have 2 more coming in that I have done that to. What was the one I put in? Did something yesterday or the day before I put it in and ordered it. I don't even remember what the hell it is. I do strange shit late at night. Okay, I'm looking around. What are we talking about as far as 3 bolts? Somebody's talking about 3 bolts. Come on. I'm looking. Let's see. Hard way. I downsized all my music gear, sold our house in South Carolina, moved to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. The UP. Gotcha. Um, two basses, two electrics, Martin acoustic, two small amps, PA, mics, electronic drum kit, and keyboard. Is that all you have left, or is that what you sold? That sounds like what I would have left if I sold everything. Oh, Curtis says thanks about the answer on the GNL. You're welcome, my man. The Comanche he's asking about, that has the Z pickups in it, I believe. The Z coils or the Z coils. Depends on what country you're in. If you are Nigel and you're in where James put me in, he put me in Australia. That's right. I had the Duncan. Who wears that hat? That's famous for the whole Australian thing. Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
That's the guy that I look like on there. Because apparently, again, my supposed British accent sucks so much that he just threw me in with Australians and figured I'd
Yeah,
be
it is one of those sort of things where Americans, when the Americans try to do an English accent, they do tend to like sound American and Australian. But you know,
yeah. What's up with that?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Here's a bronze snake going again. Bearded clam breakfast. Oh, bearded clams breakfast of champions. Yes, they are. I was actually going to talk. God damn it, he keeps stealing all my shit. I was going to talk about those. It's like people are like, what? It's like, yeah, I was going to bring up the whole coochie thing today. I can't remember what it was about, but oh, yeah, I do. I'll wait for that. I do have things planned just in case I run out of, or you guys run out of shit to throw at me. You guys are just having your own fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a question here from Carson Abraham. How can I get a good wife? I mean,
Take
like,
mine.
Yeah, try Ukrainian women. Their
Yeah.
website. They're going real cheap at the minute.
Oh, holy shit. The ones that are still left, huh? God, there's so much to say about that one. Bearded clam. Oh, shaved clams are better. Crabs have been removed.
Well, Casey Lee says that John Pearson, mine has a flame maple top in yellowish / natural. Is he talking about a guitar or wives now? What's the conversation gone?
So we got a coochie with a flame maple top, or just a wife with a flame maple top? Oh, I wonder what a beaver would look like with flame maple top.
So if you do want to send pictures of your wife's beaver to to Scott, he'll put it on a T-shirt.
Yes, just send it to Dr. Groovy via Beaver Hunt Magazine at Rural Route 3, Box 336.
Oh, Jesus. This show's gone to the toilet.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, they're here to see whatever the hell happens. So I don't think we ever actually do much guitar stuff. I just talk about it while they entertain themselves.
And now they're talking about crabs, and crabs have been removed. Again, are we talking about wives?
Yeah, we're talking
lobster,
about
or
we're talking
guitar?
about the Ukrainian wives again.
Oh, the crabs got shell shocked.
There's Casey. He says he's got a great wife. She looks for guitars online for him. Wow. How'd you manage that one, dude?
Drugs.
Drugs. I see Bronze Snake already. I'm skipping right to his comments so I can see what's going on. Oh, he retracted it just as I was looking. You bastard. I knew it had to be good because it always is. Oh, man. You blow, man. Come on. Don't do me like that. Okay. I know Casey said, oh, he bought his guitar because it was Korean and all of his Korean guitars are great. Oh, Bron Snake said it was too filthy. Nothing's too filthy unless
Yeah.
it gets, unless Duncan takes it down.
Look, hey, tell you what, Bronze Lake, if it gets too filthy, I'll let you know. Don't you worry. So, Freight Damage 1. Oh, that's an unusual name. Is it your first or last name? Do you remember the bowling ball strat you demonstrated for your friend Terry?
Yes.
I own that guitar and need to sell it. What do you think would be a fair price to ask?
They have went way up, oddly enough, even though they are Mexican. Mexicans are demanding more money now, as are the guitars made in Mexico. And I've seen them going for between $1,100 and $1,300. So I don't know what you paid, probably in the $600, $700, $800 range, possibly, depending on if you got a hard shell case from him. I can't remember what he was asking for it. But yeah, I just actually saw a few of those on Reverb the other day and remembered the price just now somehow. I actually remembered something, Duncan. And you got a compliment last week via the remarks to the chats after the fact. They said, let Duncan talk more.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
did you talk about? I just talk a load of shit. I just open my mouth and all this shit comes out. You don't want to listen to me. I don't know anything.
I was listening to you last night and you were funny as hell.
Talking about funny shit. Yeah, you start talking about funny shit, and I'll start talking funny shit with you. But you know, you're on a guitar channel. You want to talk about guitars? Yeah, you go ahead.
It don't matter. We're usually talking about pussy, so.
yeah. You're musicians. It normally turns around to that in the end.
I know. Curtis is talking about the Tysco or the vintage Dan Electros. Don't buy either. Buy the Dan Electro before you buy the Tysco stuff. If that's what you're talking about. Beloved Abstract is talking about the Beaver Brown band. Oh, that's John Cafferty. That's his band. Had one hit, wasn't it? On the Dark Side. From the movie Eddie and the Cruisers. Oh my God, I remembered something else. Not all the drugs have killed that brain cell I have left. It keeps running around on its own up in my noggin.
Oh God.
Bronze Snake, Jack, you bastard, says some beavers are so big you need to gain weight to fit them on a t-shirt. I wonder if they preview the shirts. Do you think? I've never read the fine print.
Yeah, they kind of do because I
Can't
did
just a big old pussy on the front of a shirt.
well, no, you probably could as long as it's your own original image. Because I tried to set Ed up for some t-shirts, and I created that avatar for him, and I put it on a t-shirt and tried to but the website that was hosting it was like Teespring or something like that. They took it down because they said it was a copyright infringement. Right? It's like, what? I drew it myself.
Yeah, I've had that done with my original songs.
I know, when you checked on it, it's because it was. They said it was like a Mario Brothers thing. So Ed's image looks like a Mario.
Is that because you got him doing the?
Yeah, must be. I have no idea. But silly fuckers.
Well, they would know what it looks like if he was here. It would pop up.
Yeah,
but no, he's
lazy
sleeping.
ass. Yeah,
he does watch these back. So let's all call Ed names. Leave him a bunch of boos and hisses and damn pussy, wake up, all that kind of stuff.
He probably
everybody now. Do what?
He saw last week's one when it
Yeah.
was just you and me, and he obviously thought, fuck it, I don't need to serve up.
I know he watched it. He had mentioned that he was in the middle of watching it, and then I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went.
We pissed him off.
Again, he had a gig and we didn't. So
well, I'll be surprised if I got one because I'm not in the band.
You're not in the band. God damn it, Yoko.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a girlfriend.
Well, okay, somebody, maybe Duncan will let me know. Where the hell did he find Yoko? Where was she living? Any idea where the hell?
Japan? I don't know.
Hard to say. Where the hell did John meet Yoko at? Where was she living? Anybody in the chats? Anybody at all? John Lennon we're talking about, in case you aren't listening.
Yeah, not the
Where did John,
London? Not that McCartney
London, Brown Snake, right there. Met her in London. Well, there's a big strike against you, Duncan.
Wait a minute. Was that the answer? London. I could have said London. I thought we were going to be more specific. You know, it was like a party
at a London gallery. We've got 2 Londons so far, and New York probably.
Yeah, London.
Oh, London. There it is.
Was it her art?
Was it her art, or was it? Why else would they let her out of the house?
Was it T-shirts with a beaver on it?
Yeah, was it Yoko's beaver on a T-shirt that she was displaying? It was her art. It says, "How great thou art."
It's a really cool T-shirt. Where did you get that from?
Shit! What kind of shit? I know if she paints like she fucking sings, man. That talk about some abstract. She'd blow beloved abstract's art away, man, if she wanted to be abstract. No, his is actually amazing. I told you guys that last week. If you guys go see beloved abstract's artwork, his portfolio and everything, amazing shit. But God, I can't imagine Yoko Ono, what the hell she would do. I guess just dump paint on the whatever medium or canvas or her paper for her coloring crayons or whatever she did, and just try to sing, and it would vibrate and make a picture of some sort. It'd be like one of the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park stomping and splattering shit everywhere just from the vibrations. So she would sing. Thanks, Scott. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just over here getting down with my bad self. Says he was 26 and she was 33 when they met. I'd add another 20 years to what she probably told him. Yeah, she
that's harsh.
she had to be like 53 when they met.
Oh, that's harsh.
Oh, do you see? They were on some kind of goddamn show. I can't remember if it was Dick Cavett or something. But John was singing and stuff, and Yoko. Oh, John was singing with who the hell was it? It was somebody. Somebody's going to help me. Yeah, it was Chuck Berry. That's exactly the one. And then Yoko started doing all this shit and banging her tambourines or bongos or whatever the fuck she had, and they cut her mic off. The sound guy said, "Fuck this," and just shut her off. Because there was a little rift between Chuck Berry and John Lennon, and they were trying to cure that a little bit. Yeah, and it was on Johnny B. Good. Oh my God, Curtis, thank you for spelling good correctly. Somebody did it. Oh right. My God, everybody gets that wrong.
Got the B right as well.
Yeah, got the B right. Yeah.
Let's not. Come on. Let's not be too harsh on Yoko. I mean, John. John loved her. John loved her very much.
And
And if only
what's he going to
lived
do? Come kick our ass?
if only he lived a few more years, so we could have seen the divorce.
Oh, I know. That would have been awesome. Hey, guys. Not to spout anything out, but I'm actually drinking from the open end of this beverage. And you guys only see this part. That is a marketing faux pas. You should drink out the other side if you could. See? So if you ever design a beverage, put the opening on the other side. Just letting you know for future if you go on yeah.
So what is that? What's it called? It's Rockstar, isn't it?
Rockstar, yep.
Rockstar. Obviously, you'll be drinking Rockstar. Obviously,
I know.
So, if you would like to see their sponsorship from Rockstar, please email them. So,
yes,
at the beginning of these shows, we can say tonight's show is sponsored you by Rockstar. Not tonight's show is sponsored by Duncan's old socks. You know, come on, guys.
Duncan's old socks do stand by themselves in a corner with no help from.
Oh, they left a long time ago.
They're just crusty and stand in the corner.
Yeah, they found religion because they were so holy.
Oh, that they did. They joined up with the skinheads and Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Oh dear.
They wanted to blaze that image into your brain so you'll keep buying it. Brand recognition. Yes, that's how you do it. That's why we keep talking about the beaver on the t-shirt. Oh my God, there it is. There's a big coochie on a t-shirt and just says, "Leave it to Beaver." Yeah. Oh man, one of you guys is going to make some money off that. I know you're going to do it. Leave it to Beaver.
I'll tell you what, it won't be you. You'll put it on a t-shirt.
It won't be
sell
me.
any. You'll buy.
Won't sell a goddamn one.
You'll sell one to you.
Somebody else will be fucking. What's that Microsoft guy? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
They'll be Bill Gates rich or Musk rich. Muskrats.
Yeah.
Lord,
I sold enough t-shirts to start my own rocket company.
Scott Grove, what do you say? I sold enough t-shirts to buy a piece of beef jerky. Beautiful. Okay, I did write something down. So wait, I see something about...
Wait. You got something important to talk about?
I do?
Oh, shit.
I do.
Come on, class.
Actually, it's Casey again, talking to John Pearson. I put a 7-way switch and an S1 switch on his SX Nashville Telecaster. I've had one or two of those. Too many times to count. I configured even if I screwed it up, it's only $170, and he could always reverse the process. True. I've actually had those guitars, and if you guys can get them, get them. They are amazing guitars. They have an, I don't know if it's pronounced Agile or Argyle or whatever that AGILE thing is over on Rondo, but they have a 7-string Telecaster now that they had before. So if you want something for $500 that you've never heard of the brand name, unless you've been shopping over there, they have a 7-string bound Telecaster. But the funny fucking thing is, and I stress fucking because it's the word fucking, and it has been smashed in the back with what looks like a 20-pound sledge, and they let the pictures slip by. So the only picture, go in there and zoom in on the picture of that guitar under the 7-string guitar section, and there's only like 8 7-string guitars on there, but go to that one, the Telecaster one, and look at the back of it. I wrote to them to tell them, they might want to change that, but yeah, it has been hit by a fucking truck. It's like, oh, way to go, kids. I write them all the time when people tell me something is on that website and I go check it out, and it's like, somebody has always fucked up something on that site. I don't know who they get to do the stuff.
It's road worn. It's road worn.
It's road worn. That's for damn sure.
It was just a big fucking road.
It's big road. Um, speaking of road worn,
Oh,
there.
you had a
Go
question.
ahead.
You had
Go
a
ahead.
question.
Okay.
You won't like this question. You won't like
Okay.
this question. It's from Jotty or Jot Y676. Hey Scott, any new guitars?
Any new ones?
That's the last
I'm
thing he wants.
I'm sure there are
I wonder if he just means.
somewhere.
I wonder if he just means in
Has
general in
anybody
the
come out with
world.
any in the
Yeah,
world?
in the world, or have you got any
I
new
haven't
guitars?
bought any. No.
No,
No. I'm
no.
actually
That's
in
the
my
last thing.
selling off all my shit and then moving to a really small house, condo, apartment, something, and going to do the old man thing and not have to watch my wife dust anything because I
Yeah,
won't lift a finger for anything else. So
yeah.
I
We
have to watch her do it.
what we need to do is Scott needs to sell all his guitars so he can buy a big pair of gold slippers.
Oh yeah, screw the ruby red ones, man. I'm going. I'm blinging it. um, there's a guy who made a guitar, and let's put it this way: it was at Fender, and the Fender. Here's one of my little thingies that I do right in the middle of the whole deal that I have pre-planned. Over at Fender, the custom shop was actually founded in 1987. This coincides with their, I'm not reading this, it just sounds like I am. Damn, I'm intelligent. Coincides with their move from Fullerton, California to Corona when they were shut down, except for a couple few um, special made, we should say, instruments. But in 1987, when they reopened up, when they had the Strat Plus and everything finally came out. What also opened up in Corona was the custom shop. So that's the first time it appeared was in 1987. And a guy by the name of John Cruz, Cruz, um, he opened up that sucker with them and became what's called their master builder, not masturbator. Might do that too. He was recently fired from Fender for I don't know, maybe being a masturbator as well. But I don't honestly know. He, I do have a note over here. He works for Casino Guitars now. And they make his guitars, which are a Relic Strat and a Relic Telly. That's all he makes. Imagine that. We need more of those. Um, anyway, he made this guitar. Dun, 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 and not the way that it's seen because I changed just a couple things. Fender USA 1983 neck. And yes, the inlays are cool. And they were done by John. Everything's written on the inside, on the neck, and on the body and stuff. It was originally just the two pickups, but I went in there with a um, fucking router and routed out a place for the pickup and put another pick guard on here and did this whole mess to it. But you'll see it has the 1987 bridge, just like the American ones do now. But that bridge was released in 87. The neck was released in 83, and John just kind of put this whole thing together and made big square fret markers for a Fender that wasn't a jazz bass. So very cool stuff. And again, I've bought this guitar 2 or 3 times. People just keep selling it back, and I found the only way that I'm going to end up keeping it for any period of time until I sell it off, which is, God forbid, soon. I don't want to because it's that flipping amazing. Yeah, so this is got to be one of the coolest guitars out there. Everything else is from 1987. I'm looking real quick, looking over, and yep. Everything in the body was stamped 87 and the 83 neck. So old stock neck laying around, and John did the work on there, but it turned out to be an awesome son of a bitch. So if anybody is ever looking for probably the first custom shop guitar to ever exist, it could be, could not be, but yes, I did quote unquote destroy it by adding the middle pickup. So,
You
and
bastard.
I know, and I do have the original pickups and pick guard that came with it, and I can always turn it back into its original state, except for the route I made for the center kit pickup, because I said, screw it, if I'm ever going to play a tally, it's going to have a metal pickup. So very cool ass. Just wanted to show that in case anybody wants it. Plus, it's a cool ass guitar. It just, period. I can't remember who made the pickups, but they did it specially for me. And I told them how much I loved the two sets of pickups that were mentioned earlier, the G&L ones and the lace sensors. And the guy's like, dude, I got something to show you. And he made me two sets for free. And I'll be damned if I forgot his name. But he was right. He did me like a split thing. He's like, it'll be halfway quiet and it'll still sound like a regular magnetic pickup instead of how the laces work, which I have no problem with how a lace works. They are totally unique and nothing else is like them. And so people will be like, well, that's a reason there's none like them, because they suck ass. But if you're talking to Scott Grove right now, you know better. Everything I say is correct in my own mind. Do we have any more questions, Sir Dunk?
Yeah, we do have a question from.
We do have one.
Yeah, we have a follow-up question from Joti 676,
Uh-huh.
and it's almost like a question I was going to ask you as well, because you're selling off, you're getting rid of all your guitars.
Yes.
Okay. Now we know the pink paisley is not going to go.
It's going in my casket. Or
Yeah.
I don't get a casket; it gets burnt with me.
Yeah. So, how many others do you think in your collection will you refuse to get rid of? How many are you going to whittle it down to?
Okay. So
how many is going to be the last number for you? Do you
the
think?
last number. Okay. Now the bad thing is, is that I have started playing so many different instruments, which is what makes it harder. Okay, because it's like, okay, I play this and I play this and I play this and so I'm going to whittle it down to one bass guitar, which I already know which is going to be, oddly enough, I've got a $10,000 bass over there, but it's not going to be that one. That one I'm going to keep, which is a 1982 Ibanez Musician 924 MC 924 bass. For anybody who knows about such things, I'm going to keep the white one I had custom made for myself right there. Is my second favorite guitar in the world. I'm going to keep the black and white one next to it. It was custom made for me. I'll keep the purple one. It was custom made for me. And that will have to be it. So, and maybe one of my Lucite guitars that was custom made for me. So I'm just going to keep everything that was custom made for me, which are 4 guitars plus my Paisley pink Strat. Then that one bass, and then my Rain Song graphite acoustic guitar. And that's what I'm going down to. So,
Or
the
ones
stuff that'll matter.
Yeah, the ones that are custom made for you, they literally have no value.
No value to anybody else. So
no.
I can't do anything about those. And, it's like you just can't get rid of that. You know, today's Father's Day over here. So those are my children.
No.
My only children, God damn it. I want to, unless anybody's down here, let's see. Because I don't read enough, taking a router to $1,000 guitar because it doesn't suit me. Yeah, John Pearson saying, yep, yeah, why not? You know, if you're not going to play the goddamn thing. I'm all about that. It's like I'll take a router to anything and everything. It's like if it don't work for me, fuck it. And if I lose $1,000 selling it, so be it. As long as I make 20, enough for a pack of smokes for my stepson, because I'm not allowed to smoke anymore. And James Sanders saying, man, the PRS and that white Cadillac are so nice. Yeah, they are. I got someone here. I mean, so many here. The whole collection is stuff that I would actually play and not feel bad. I've had, if most of you know that I've had many collections that I sell off at one time. I'll keep a dozen of them around, my staple guitars, but then buy all crappy Gibson guitars or something just because I can do so, and then sell all those and buy something else. And then I finally settled on all these guitars, which I would take any given one of them to a gig and not be ashamed to see it played in public, even the big pink one over there. If you could see it behind all that stuff. But you know which big pink one I'm talking about.
The bent one.
The bent one, yes, exactly. Yeah. The big pink bent one.
I love that guitar. So stupid.
It is. It has absolutely no reason being the way it is. But
yeah,
I found a few more pictures on the internet of it. It's weird. I just keep catching pictures now and then of that guitar that is posted by the family who had it built. And I do that now and then. I just type in the Eastwood Bent Marvel is what it's actually called. And
yeah, you've got to be careful Googling Bent Marvel, because you end up with a whole bunch of weird fan fiction.
You know what I did? You guys can do this too. If you ever try to put in the word weather and just hit enter, but you are a bad speller and you spell weather as WETHER, like wet her, the shit you get, my God. So if you're a bad speller, I'm sure you've landed on the stuff you'll come up with. Yeah, or you just accidentally skip over the A key. WEATHER is the right way, but if you skip that A in weather, watch out.
Just a tip. Just to tip everybody, if you're going to try and do that, make sure you're in a private browser.
Exactly where I was going, and a private room. Because that's exactly when the old lady's going to walk in the room. The fuck you doing? I wanted to, since where's he at? Jumping James Sanders is in here. Ooh, somebody's talking about a PVT 15 in here. Very nice. Since James Sanders is in here, he hangs out with Gerald Ray all the time. Good buddy of mine, and you guys should check him out too. I'd watched 2 of his podcasts, I think, this past week. And anyway, Gerald says he has on a hard drive, he even showed me the hard drive, he has my original video that he saved of the original Tonewood video that he's going to send to me. So he has a copy of that. So the one that's
excellent, because I did actually threaten to go and look through my hard drive, because I'm pretty sure I've probably got some too.
Awesome! I hope you do.
You have to remind me, because I've just been so busy I completely forgot. But I will have a look, see what I've got. Because I think it was that period when you were going dark when Dr. Greavy was
Right.
going dark, and I think everyone was going, "No, he's gonna delete all his videos. He's gonna disappear." And, right, better back him up. Back him up. Get the old
Back up all the
4K
videos.
downloader. Start downloading
Right.
all the videos. So I got quite a few. So I'll have to have a look, see what I got, and I promise I will do. But yeah, if Joel's got that one, that's great.
Yeah. And reason I bring it all up is because on that video, I was calling everybody a motherfucker every 2 seconds for one reason or another. And I'm like, I just wanted to bring this up again. For anybody in here who was not around for that period in time, I wanted to bring up this. Okay, children. What kind of a neck does this sumbitch have on it? Yes. What is it? What kind of wood do we have here? Okay, the guitar is actually made of resin, a poly resin thing. So if you were to drop this guitar, it would actually hit the ground and shatter into about 100 pieces. So it's like it's going to shatter more than acrylic by tons. Yes, maple is correct, of course. It's just maple. It's not roasted or any kind of trick or anything. And it's not baked maple, not roasted maple, not bird's eye maple, not anything else. It's just a flipping maple neck. But what a fucking guitar. If you guys ever want this guitar, I'd say, God, it's as good a guitar as I own out of even the ones that were made for me. It's incredible how cool it is.
Well, you know how some guys are like, they're into blondes, they're into dark women, or they're into big tits.
Sure.
You know what? I'm a real sucker for the maple neck. I love the way the maple neck looks on a guitar. It looks so nice. Yeah,
I'm the same way. I prefer it. And with the drippings on the front too, when they lacquer over them, and you got to love some good drippings.
Are we talking about women now or guitars? Oh, I'm getting confused again.
Yeah, then we got this guitar. And what do we have here? People say that woods made out of different things on the neck make it different. Now, James Sanders, right out of the gate, gets it correct. That's right. It's a maple one also. See? It's a maple neck. Just happens to have a rosewood fingerboard on it. And is it called a fingerboard or is that called a fretboard? Which is it, kids? Just because you have a pussy and somebody jizzes inside of it, is it still called a pussy or do they call it something else? So if you have a fingerboard and you put frets on it, is it still called the fingerboard or is it called a fretboard? Which is correct? If you have an asshole and you stick a dick in there and the gerbil stays behind, is it still an asshole? Or do you call it something else just because something has been added to the asshole?
It's a gerbil storage facility.
It's a gerbil storage facility. So it's whatever the fuck you want to call it at that point. I prefer to call it a fingerboard still because it's still a fingerboard. It just happens to have frets on it. If you want to call it a fretboard because you have added frets to it, that's one of those things that really doesn't matter. It irks me to hear people say fretboard, but
because a violin is definitely a fingerboard because it doesn't have
definitely
frets.
Yeah, and there are violins with frets on them.
Ooh.
Isn't that weird?
For cheats,
for people like me that cannot fucking play an unfretted instrument, which I'll tell you what, nothing is harder than playing a goddamn bowed instrument without a pick, and something with no fucking frets on it. I can play a fretless bass and so forth. I doubt I could play a fretless guitar to sound very good. But a fretless bass, fine. I'm in the ballpark. But a violin, god damn it. But yeah, they do make fretted 6-string, 7-string, 8-string violins shaped like flying V's and so forth. And people put them into big Marshall stack amplifiers and go to town with whammy pedals and sound just like Hendrix and shit. I've seen a few country bands pulling that shit out and going, and it's amazing. And they sell a strap-on. I'm sorry, an adhesive fretboard, or yeah, it'd have to be a fretboard, an adhesive fretboard. You can buy them on YouTube or the black market or the Korean market or Ukraine market. They have these things, and yeah, they're just plastic, and that's all you need for the flipping violin strings. But they actually go on and adhere to the fingerboard, and all of a sudden you've got instant frets. You can pull it right back off, and
Wow.
here it is.
I never heard of that. That's bonkers. That's brilliant,
Isn't it? See, E. Parker asked, "Do you have a fretless fingerboard?" Only on my fretless instruments.
Well, you mentioned earlier a fretless guitar. I mean, is there such a thing?
Yes.
A fretless guitar.
Yes. Playing chords on it would suck. There are guitars that are fretless for the sake of being fretless and trying to play the son of a bitch.
Well, obviously, you get like the three strings, like, you know, what do you call them? Like the fuel can guitars,
unwound ones, yeah,
because you know, because then mostly they're being played on with a slide and stuff like that, and
right, and
yeah.
They are a friend over at Music Is When. I'm sure you guys have been over at that guy's place on his channel, and he's played fretless on her for a while on, you know, PRS. Actually, Paul Reed Smith made a guitar for him, as he does every other week, and gives it to him. They're buddies in a certain way, so they both believe in tone wood to the fullest extreme.
Fuckers.
I know it. I typed in earlier just to talk about a few of these subjects that I'm kind of peppering in through here, and it's talking about does the wood in the neck make any difference? Blah blah blah. You know, in the tone. It's like, we've done this. No. And he's like, of course, and the body, and you know, it's like the first thing to pop up was his channel. You know, saying, yes, of course, tone wood matters, and whether it's in the neck or the body. But the same guy, he had a Paul Reed Smith guitar made, so it has all the way up for the first octave up to the 12th fret is fretted, then everything past that is fretless, just as an experimental guitar. So it's one of one, and Paul Reed Smith said he would never make another one again. Steve Vai of Steve Vai.
Not the Steve Vai.
The Steve Vai.
Is he another guy who lives down the other side of the road, next to the McCartneys?
On the other side, yeah, the McCartneys. Yeah, Mr. Vai. Well, actually, you can get to his house via the I-13. Oh, never mind. Anyway, the Steve Vai has a fretless guitar that's strictly meant that way. He has his new guitar, this 3-neck son of a bitch, that has a half fretless bass guitar neck on it. So 2 strings are fretted, 2 are fretless. It's got a fretless 12-string guitar neck on it. That's fucked up. And then his normal guitar neck on there. It's got tubes and everything plugged into the guitar that actually, I don't know if they actually do anything, the tubes, but they do light up.
Oh, right. It's like neon tubes.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like amp tubes or something.
Yeah, they're exactly like that. They're preamp tubes,
Oh, right.
Yeah, but they
Right.
light up green.
It sounds to me a little bit like a lot of showmanship and a lot of bullshit, if you ask me.
That's right.
But you didn't ask me, so I'll shut up.
Hey, please jump in.
Oh, by the way, we have some news. Talking about the tone deaf, as we were.
Oh, the tone deaf. Oh,
yes,
talking about the
we've
flat earthers.
No, we've heard news from Team Dana. Team Dana are actually at a resort at the minute, playing a gig.
So
apparently
Ed is
he
playing
told
a gig.
me. Apparently he told me. So I forgot. So sorry, Ed. And
Okay. Hey, Ed, how's it going, buddy?
well, fuck Ed. It was Linda who told me. It wasn't Ed.
Oh,
but
fuck you, Ed.
He's too busy being a rock
Talk to you in
star.
a couple days. Yeah, he's too busy fucking doing what we all want to do out there, playing in front of drunks.
well, that's kind of like what we're doing right now, isn't it?
Yeah, we might as well all be drunk.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
E. Parker says, "What the fuck? Parker, are you new here? I just have to find out. Come on, talk to me. Got to find out if you're new. I don't."
He's probably
See,
left.
Curtis, I really
He's come on the street and go, what the fuck? And has left.
Yeah.
What is this guy? This isn't Scott Grove. I've
This
seen
is-
videos of Scott Grove when he doesn't have a beard.
He's some
He's
young-
yeah, he's a young musician and he plays great music. Not
Well, he
some
says no. He's
fat
just a
old
fly on the
drunk.
wall. He says he's just a fly on the wall.
Oh,
Well, I don't squish those flies.
Yeah.
Welcome,
do.
welcome, and welcome back.
yeah, we leave those flies for the spiders.
The smoker you drink, the player you get. Okay, I love it. What I really need is some overpriced tone polish. I love my tone polish video. If you guys have not seen it, myself and Duncan both have similar videos.
Yeah, if you need any polish, I can bag you some up and send it to you. Just
Duncan honestly has. It's already prepared. It's labeled. It's vacuum sealed in the whole 9 yards. Ready for sale. What do you got, Duncan?
Gibson tone dog shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's official. It's official dog shit.
Official
from
dog
Gibson.
shit. And it is, honest to God, packaged and labeled. So it's real if it's got a label.
Yeah, I started off my video as like, are you rubbing any old dog shit in your guitar? No, you've got to use Gibson dog shit. Quality approved. Yeah. Everybody was having a laugh at that time.
Authentic
The whole tone polish thing. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, because I had just put out my video about the tone polish that Gibson did, and they swear to God, for those of you who are new, that and it's still for sale at Gibson.com. Polish put on Gibson guitars, especially, and it makes them sound better because it's Gibson tone polish. It gives them a better tone. And I did a video where I had a $10,000 Gibson Ace Fretless signature Les Paul, one of 300. And I jizzed all over that damn guitar on camera. Actually, it was a whole bunch of Jerkins lotion, but I just smeared it with it. I just creamed everywhere. And it was a beautiful video as well. I can't pump you out anymore like I used to sell it to you like Duncan can. But if you run out of your tone shit,
yeah,
you can always probably get more, can't you?
Well, it wasn't coming from me. I wasn't personally doing it. It was my little dog that was doing it. But
I
got a constant.
Wonder
supply.
if you had a supply. Okay.
Yeah, constant.
Okay.
I
just want to make sure it wasn't a limited, offering.
No, but yeah, it was quite funny because if I remember rightly, I dug deep into the article that was where it was mentioned, and basically the woman who wrote the article was basically an interior designer and had no right to be talking about guitars whatsoever. And she had a website just full of images of her like interior design, and quite often, every now and then, there'd be a guitar in the background,
Right.
on a stand, because it's lifestyle. If you put a guitar in a an interior design, it makes it
Right.
look cool, right?
Of course it does.
And it just came across to me like this woman who wrote the article about the tone polish has probably never actually owned a guitar.
Of course.
She might know some people who own a guitar,
Right. She's
so
seen
because
one
she
before.
could borrow them for her interior design pictures, but
She probably knew Sir McCartney. Yeah.
it was just such a bizarre claim to make from Gibson. And yeah. Well, what do you expect? Fucking
And it
idiots.
continues.
It continues today. What can we do, Scott? We try to tell them. Tell them. Okay, you got a question?
We got 2 questions from Casey.
Casey Lee. Okay. Let me go up to the top one. Casey Lee. Any of your guitars for sale now on eBay or Reverb, or do I email you? Well, I can answer that one because I've heard it.
I'll let Duncan talk and answer that one.
Go to groovymusiclessons.com. That's all right.
GroovyMusicLessons.com.
Yep. They're all on there.
Yep. There's a roll down tab or whatever the hell you call it. What do you call that? It's a menu that pops up and it says,
I don't do websites
all
anymore.
kinds of shit, and it says my current instruments.
Websites are so 80s. Come on.
Yeah.
Get with the times.
So, it says my current instruments, and you'll see 4 pages of everything I have. And then
they're not on sale on eBay or
it does not say anything on there about a price. But to answer your question, which is what we do, is you email me at the Mr. and Mrs. Woodworker at AOL.com. That keeps scrolling across the bottom of the screen here. I just basically do not want to pay any more than I have to the IRS. Right there it is, the donations via PayPal to Mr. and Mrs. Woodworker. And I had a guy buy a guitar from me last week, and it's already gone. And he just put it to underneath every one of my videos. You can do a donation via PayPal. That's because I get to keep 100% of the money instead of like a Super Chats donation where Google gets to keep a third. But the guy actually paid for.
They're not getting any tonight.
I know. Nothing for Google tonight. God damn it.
Or you.
So the guy bought the guitar from me via that donation page, which means I got it and he did it as a gift. So therefore, that's how I sell them. So I'm trying to keep them off eBay and all that. So I just, again, get to bypass the tax man. Yeah, so send the IRS this video of tax evasion in care of Dr. Groovy. Says, fuck the IRS.
Don't say it out loud. They might be watching.
They might be watching.
Yeah. Is that guy at the IRS is a big guitar fan of yours, and he just loves your videos.
Yeah, and Mr. McCartney.
He's watching now. Yeah.
Okay, I know he had another question. What was it?
Oh, okay. Let me scroll up. Where's it gone? Dr. Groovy, if your guitar has a poly finish, you can just clean it with a damp cloth, correct?
Yep. Definitely. Nothing else needed. Fingerboard, fretboard, whatever you want to call it, and everything.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the finish is. It could be raw wood.
It could be raw wood,
and you can still just clean it with a damp cloth.
It could be nitro. It can be anything in the world, and just what? What's that shit falling on my head?
Don't tell the IRS.
IRS is here, kids. Damn it! There they go. They don't get any. God damn it! I'm grabbing it all. Shit. Before they can grab it. Rick, thank you, brother. You are the man. Have you ever played a Godin Telecaster? Yes. I don't know if you've seen my other Godin guitars I have here, but they are. Well, let me know if you've seen my other Godin guitars here. My what are they called? Progressions. Godin is probably one of the best guitar makers out there. Period. So yeah, let me know if you've seen my my Godin guitars. I called them Godin forever, but or even a good one. That's a good one right there. It's not a bad one. It's a good one. Until I actually heard it from the owner's mouth. He's old now. Rick, much appreciated, buddy. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Rick, for supporting the channel. Thank you.
Yeah, amazing guitars. And like I said, yeah, the Godin stuff is phenomenal, and as is their Telly stuff. And would I purchase it over a new Telly? I would definitely purchase it alongside of one. Is one going to be better than the other? That depends on whether you want your axe to say, well, it's funny. If you buy a Made in America, this is funny. The only axe that's going to say Made in America or Made in USA is going to be the ones from Canada, which is the Godins. Because Fender now only says Corona, California. They don't say Made in the USA anymore. Nowhere on them. So, but the Godin guitars say Made in Canada / USA. So that's one of the only guitars that says USA on it is that looks like a Strat or a Telly. That's going to be either a custom shop belonging to anybody, whether it's Ibanez, because their custom guitars are made here, or anything else that looks like a Schecter. You can get a Strat and a Telly from them that'll say Made in the USA. You can go to AliExpress and get your Gibsons and every other guitar in the world, and it'll say Made in USA on it. And it'll say Gibson on the headstock, or Ibanez, or Ibanez. Yeah, but thanks again, my man. Very appreciated. Who's talking about Takaminis down here? Takamine. Named after a river, if I'm not mistaken. In
the Thames.
Yeah. Yeah. Named after a river called like the Pacific or something. Yeah. The G series, the 320 G series, that's their less expensive version. And I saw somebody that had mentioned, I thought I saw somebody mention Parker, maybe not. Oh, it's E. Parker. Duh. That's I thought it was Parker Guitars. Okay, he's trying to work his way up to Gibson, or up to a Gibson. Why? Beats the burlap out of me. Beats the burlap out of me. I know you guys have seen it, but maybe maybe Mr. Parker has seen this guitar since he's a fly on the wall. This is my only 6-string Gibson left. Ta-da! And yes, I love this guitar, which is why I still have it. So I've got a Gibson bass left, and that I think it's the only one I got left as far as true Gibsons go.
What's the scale length? What's the scale length on that? Is it a Gibson scale length or is it a Fender scale length?
It's Fender scale length.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. They tried again, this was meant to be a headless guitar when they made it. So they were trying to do the Steinberger thing, and they would do the 6 tuners down here. and then make it headless. So they made the damn thing, and then Gibson said, "Fuck that! You're not making headless guitars," and they put them out with a head. They went ahead. You're not making one, so they went ahead.
Well, if you want to wear a hat, you got to wear a head. Hang on, that's not the expression.
You got to have a head.
Yeah, I
gotta
can't.
get-
Wherever
get
I
some
lay
head.
my hat, that's my home. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
There's Casey talking about his Charvel San Dimas Pro Mod 2. Scratch my itch. Oh, thank you. For double humbucker guitars, made in Mexico, telly style, splittable humbuckers. Try one before you buy a Gibson. Let's see.
Scratch my itch. It was a fantastic album.
Oh, it was. That was by
Spinal Tap, I think, wasn't it?
Spinal Tap 2. Yes. They played kind of progressive jazz.
Yes. Yeah. Lick My Love Pump was a favorite track.
Lick My Love Pump in D minor, the saddest of all keys. Scott, have you ever listened to the band Ultimate Spinach? Is that a real thing?
God knows.
C sharp minor. Oh, you're tuned down half step. Gotcha. The saying, oh yeah, great band. Somebody got me last week, and I come to find out it was a real band, dude. It was that Blue Cheer. Remember somebody, and we had talked about it's actually like one of those blue things you hang inside of a toilet, so you can pee on it and make the water blue. They're like, have you ever heard of Blue Cheer? And we're all talking about it and making fun of, those toilet thingies that you hang off the side of the toilet to make the water blue. And it's like, it actually ended up being a real fucking band, just like they're talking about here. It's like, I'm going to go look up this goddamn band.
I
Ultimate Spinach. I know of the Butthole Surfers. I know that's a real band. That's real. we got Duncan.
That's another one who's going to get you in trouble on Google.
That's a real band. The Butthole Surfers.
My daughter is into a band called The Used, right?
They use tampons?
No, they're just called The Used. And
Okay.
which is so funny because if you try to look for used merchandise, when people come up with a band name, think about how people are going to search for it. If you've got a band name called The Used, every time you search for anything called used, you're just not going to find anything relating to them. So, guys, think about your band name. Don't call it cock stuffing or whatever, or big tits.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find your stuff within all the fucking things that are going to pop up.
Yeah, the naked lesbians.
Right.
Not a chance. Not a chance. You might get lots of bookings, but no one will be able to find your band.
Now, Timothy, he's saying that the Used are great.
Yeah, The Used, not used. But
he says the Used are great.
Yeah, but if you type in used in Google, it forgets about the bit. It's not interested in the used. It will just go, oh, you mean used? You wanna find used t-shirts? No, I don't want to find used t-shirts.
I gotcha.
Right.
And they're saying, okay, there's the Used, and they're saying that what's the damn band we're talking about? Ultimate Spinach. And everybody's saying yes, they're correct. It is a real band. And they're talking about Blue Cheers, the band that originally did Summertime Blues. Well, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
Sorry, I've been forgetting to highlight the chat.
Good God.
Spike.
The Bambi molesters. Warlock Wyatt. Yeah, we need a band called Warlock Wyatt.
Is he here?
No, not that I know of, but
we should bring him on as a guest. Hey, you know what? We should bring him on as a guest.
Guest moderator.
Guest, yeah. That's an idea.
We'll do Rob Chapman as a guest.
Like he would dare share the same internet space with us. Just so you
Warlock
guys,
Wyatt.
just so you guys know, I did actually become friends with Wyatt
Warlock.
on Facebook, and he basically kind of said, "Yeah, I'm sorry about for those years back then. I was an asshole."
Were you born
Yeah,
an asshole?
we were all assholes. So what? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny.
We were young.
We were young and stupid. We didn't really understand how YouTube and the internet worked. We just did stuff.
That's right.
And it got us into trouble. But never mind.
I wonder if this Sunbatch is actually in tune. What's your guess?
Plug it in.
Not bad.
I'd say yes.
Yeah. Haven't played that since the last time I've played it.
Wow.
I don't want to say anything good about Gibson, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Just like the Godin.
It obviously wasn't made by anyone at Gibson.
No shit.
They had someone come in that day.
Oh, here's a manual tremolo. And a manual vibrato. Hey, look at that. I'm going to show you a manual knuckle shuffle on my manual piss pump. James has a question.
Yes.
Dillian.
Dr. Groovy. Why did Dillian stop making guitars?
Because he got too fucking old and his health has said screw it.
Yeah.
He had something happen because he was really healthy. I talked to him recently, and he's still selling off the remainder of his kit, his bodies and necks and whatever's left of all that stuff from the Korean factory has all been sent to him, and he's blowing all that out. But he was basically off golfing all the time anyway, but something, he said, hit his health and knocked him to the ground. So kind of woke his ass up, and he wants to live out his days as whatever life has left him as. Can't remember exactly what it is, so I won't put that out there since I don't remember. Let's see. Ultimate Spinach was a late 60s band from Boston. Well, okay, I'm going to Google the motherfucker because I'm still not believing this. Yes, it is. It's true. Well, hell, here's one by... oh my God, there's all kinds of shit about him on here. Okay, it's a real band.
Yeah, so now the chat is devolving into crazy band name. So E Park is posting Mint Tattoo. British?
Oh, a question disappeared. Scott Udell took it away.
Oh, that must have been the secret of life and everything.
Oh, there's Billy Bob. Wanting to know if I have a rockabilly lesson. I kind of do. Kind of, sort of do. How's that? I actually have one that isn't going to thrill you to death. Which was, see, what the hell is it called? Blues, country, and rockabilly. So it has licks that are interchangeable between genres. So they work right over top of each other. So it's There are some like Setzer licks and so forth there, but I show how you can take that lick and use it over top of country or use it over top of blues stuff, since all the again genres are all pretty closely knit. So again, not directly directed at rockabilly players. I should do one. Not that it would sell. It's kind of like my t-shirts, but I can do one if you want it. It'd be a freebie.
I mean, a lot of music does kind of like transcend the actual genres. You know,
Certainly.
they can pretty much be used in anything. There's a great British comedian called Bill Bailey, and
Yeah.
he does that sort of stuff with music. You know, he'll take London music and then put it into a jazz scene, and here we go, dan 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 dan, oi, and then they'll put that into jazz, French jazz, or
Certainly.
whatever classic. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can just take those notes, just put them in something else.
Oh yeah, just I love taking things and stick them in other things.
Okay. And back to the chat.
Hey, Scott's back. He asked if I had ever played a 10-string BC Rich bitch guitar. Yes, I have. I just couldn't stop snickering as a kid with the name, of course, but they didn't spell it right. They spelled it B-I-C-H, just like he has it right there. I remember Lita Ford playing such a thing for a while, but I don't know that she ever kept 10 strings on it. I think she pulled the other 4 off that went through the back, which is why I'm sure he figured, I'm sure this reminded him of it, because the BC Rich bitch kind of looks like the other BC Rich guitars, except for it has a back end like this. So it has the 6 strings here, and then it has 4 tuners back here. So you have octave strings on everything except for your high E and B string. Okay, because those are just duplicates, so you get your octaves. Again, like I said, on the only strings that actually had octave strings, and you could still play all your lead stuff without the restraint of extra tension from having 2 strings there. So cool stuff and great guitars. I've played many of them. And I wish BC Rich would, I guess they would if I paid, just like anybody would. If I paid enough money, they would make some guitars with 3 single coils, like the Iceman or the Destroyer or the Cadillac or whatever. Because I love the body shapes. I wish they would make guitars with just 3 single coils in them, and I'd buy them all up. But if I was in a position to where I was still going to have such things made, I'd have their custom shop here in the United States make them for me. So yeah, awesome guitars.
Someone getting them on the phone.
Get them on the phone. Okay, Dave Mustaine of Metallica did that as well with his. Yeah. Beloved Abstract has the Runaways album. Did they ever do more than one? Somebody tell me. Oh, and down here, this always confused me. Casey's talking about Jerry Reed, but I always thought it was always Jerry Reed from. You guys tell me, what's the name of that damn show with the Bandit? Smokey and the Bandit. Duh.
You're not thinking of Jerry Lewis.
I know. Yeah, Jerry played tradition guitars, and I come to find out they're 2 different people. One's spelled R-E-I-D and one's R-E-E-D. One's a guitar picker and the other one's a fucking great guitar player. And that's R-E-E-D is the great fucking guitar player. Somebody's going to argue with me over that one, but good God, if you don't know the real Jerry Reed in country music, holy shit, you got something to go listen to. They're not fighting over which Jerry is better yet. So the Runaways had 4 albums. Lita's the one that always had the legs. Okay, somebody finally came. Mr. Night Owl, hey buddy. Yeah, Jerry Reed was the man with REED. Yes, I'm gonna stick with you on it.
And where does
Yeah.
he live on your street? Is he like 5 doors
Oh,
down past McCartney and opposite Steve Vai?
no, just like the band,
Moses
he's 3 doors down.
He's in the basement.
Yeah, he's in my mom's basement with Warlock Wyatt.
I wonder if White's moved those bin bags yet. Right. Okay.
Hey, we're getting close to bye-bye time.
Oh,
Damn.
yes, we are. So if you got any last questions, slip them in now.
Yeah, we got about 12 minutes or something like that. If anybody actually wants to keep on carrying on and bitching for that long, throw something my way. And let me see what I got left on my unit. I've got everything I wanted to talk about.
What you had
out in the open?
You had a list. You had notes.
I had notes.
Shit. No one told me to come prepared.
I came. I saw.
You conquered.
I came again. Well, I definitely hope Ed's been having fun at his gig. He should be.
Well, he's getting paid more than we are, so.
Yeah, he's.
Who's the winner tonight?
Winner chicken dinner. He's probably finishing up right about now, and he'll be on the internet by the time we get here because he carries the smallest amp and smallest PA in the world. So,
and the smallest wife.
The smallest wife. She's a little bitty gal, man. I notice I'm watching, the live videos of the band when they're not showing their practice videos. When she's sitting down and boy, when she stands up, but next to their drummer, Fred. Fred's a tall boy though, but yeah, she's got to be 4 foot even.
Tall boy, little drums.
Yes, tall boy, little drums. I do have to admit, I do have a set of the same drums that he's playing. They're outside in a storage bin, but I have a set of those.
I'll tell you what, that does sound like another album cover. Tall boy, little drums.
Right. Gil Lamb, he got my joke. 3 doors down. By the band, 3 doors down. Or from the band, 3 doors down. Okay. Scott, start going live again when you go to the doctor and run errands around town. Oh, that would be tomorrow. I go to the doctor tomorrow and try to do an emergency run to the dentist. That's going to suck. I don't mind my dentist. Well, yeah, I do. I like the cleaning lady. She does real good stuff and makes me feel good. And she also cleans my teeth. But my dentist, man, every single thing she does, if she gives you a shot, it feels like somebody taking a big log on a rope and just pushing it towards you, and it kind of crashes into your face. And that's what her shots are like. So I got those coming. I have a cap that's falling off my goddamn self, so I got a loose nerve just kind of in there going like this, if you can see how that goes.
Yeah,
it's like
that's a
like
superb
that.
illustration of dentistry, Scott. You should check out Scott's dentistry channel.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm ruthless. Anyway, yeah, so it's on the top, so it kind of dangles like this. Hey, have we seen little Eddie at all tonight?
Oh, no, we haven't. There you go.
Where the hell is Eddie?
There he is. He's around.
He's around?
He's not showing up for some reason.
Oh. If anybody hasn't noticed, man, I got one of my guitarded shirts on. That's right. With a missing tooth and a big veiny eyeball and everything. So if anybody's missed the guitarded stuff, 2 guitarded shirts I have. 2 different ones. Let's see. Scott, the G string for electric guitars, do you prefer wound or unwound, and why? Electric, unwound. because you can't bend the son of a bitches if they're wound. I wish the acoustic ones were unwound until it comes time for the sound of them. Yeah, so just bendability, if that's a word anymore. It used to be that's the only way you could get a G string, even for electric guitars in the early electric guitar days, was wound. You could not get or even opt, how's that, for an unwound one, which is why many fixed Gibson-esque, well, Gibson always, tail pieces that were fixed always had the G string part way ahead when it should have been furthest back on the bridge. So, of course, what I'm talking about is when your bridge is intonated, your first 3 strings, starting with your high E, will go down like a staircase, and as will the D through the low E will go down like a staircase. So one forward, going all the way back, another forward, going back. But if the G string is wound, then the G saddle right here would be as far up as the D one is. So that's where acoustic guitars get fucked up and sound, the G string sounds way out of tune, except for Takaminis that have 2 separate saddles on them, because most of them just consider it just to be one saddle. And again, that's where Gibson fucks you out of something that's going to work, right? Oh, there goes Godzilla, my stool again. Now, my Rain Song acoustic actually has compensated saddles, so it's a bone saddle, and it actually has pieces cut out, cut away, moved forward, moved back. So somebody actually fixed such a problem, but it has a wound G string on it, which I like it that way because it gives a nice pop, whereas an unwound one, see, proper spelling there, an unwound G string wouldn't be as cool as that, so you couldn't get that nice snap out of it. It would just be this way instead of so yeah, give me a wound G string on the acoustic and unwound on the electrics any day of the week. I'll play as heavy gauge as you make me do it, as long as it's not wound on the electric. I know, a long way to go for that one, but I just happen to know the answer in great detail.
Well, you had a question in the chat. I'm going to scroll.
Oh, what are my strings now?
Yeah. What's your go-to strings now, Scott? I mean,
Always.
you still got a wardrobe full of elixir
there's
polywebs,
Eddie.
haven't you?
Oh, there's Eddie.
Yeah. He's back.
Elixirs still, no matter what. Polywebs on everything. I don't use nanos or OptiWebs on anything, including bass, and that's because they don't make them for bass anymore. But I just bought their remaining stock that they had when they were announcing they were not going to make them anymore. So elixirs, and somebody's
yeah. I think I got 2 boxes of elixirs left. And
Do
I
you?
think my daughter took one away. I think she's just going to use it for a cheese slicer or something.
A cheese slicer. Oh, do you hear how that went through the microphone? A cheese slicer.
Yeah.
And I've even got a proper windscreen on there.
Yes, I got a.
I know. I don't have the pop filter, but
filter.
Yeah, yeah, that works good as a pop filter. Just ain't work any good for de-essing or BSing. I guess it works fine for BSing. That's all we ever do.
there is no filter for that, unfortunately. I've seen this show, and there is no filter for BS.
Bronze Snake says, "Oh my God, Eddie just gobbled up Dr. Groovy's skull. Call 911." Am I in there?
Hey, where's it gone? Where's it gone? William
Who?
De Silva. Thank you, Scott, for the shirt I won a few weeks ago. I totally dig it. My wife
Awesome.
tried to talk me out of it.
Oh, I do have shirts. I got to give one away soon.
Hey, wait a minute.
Someday.
Wait a minute.
Someday.
My wife tried to talk me. And did she try to talk you out of it? What? She tried to talk you out of winning it, owning it, or trying to get you out of it in a sexual manner?
Huh?
I don't know.
Are you asking me a question?
Oh, I'm asking William De Silva.
Let's see. Thank you, Scott, for the shirt I won a few weeks ago. I totally dig it. My wife tried to talk me out of it. Tried to get him out of it. He had it on. And she tried to talk him out of it.
he looked like a sexual demon wearing it, and she's like, "Oh, you've got to take that off."
I wonder which one he got.
Bow, 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 bow.
I could understand if you got the one with the big titties on there, the first one. That's one of my favorites. The doctor will see you now.
Oh yeah,
big titties on there.
It confuses me sexually.
Yeah, we don't have one with the pussy on it, but titties, we got it covered. So, yeah, so there's a link below to go to see the titties on there. It's Eddie's face on a hot green chick with green titties.
Bronze Lake says, I've talked my wife out of a few shirts. So have I. She's really fucking easy.
Yeah, his wife is. He's like, so's yours.
Oh, dear God.
Hardway one says he's had the same elixirs on his telly for a few years now. I hear you. You can... Every guitar I've got in here has had the same set of strings on them for years. I can't remember last time I've changed strings on a guitar for any reason.
Yeah, that's a long time, as long as you're not doing the scrapies.
Yeah, as long as you don't do the scrapies. Somebody was mentioning a little bit ago. I heard that stuff gets fuzzy and wears off. And I'll go ahead and do that just because. But yeah, if you do this, I did not want to give you a headphone warning, but let's see. So if you're playing, you do that, then yeah, you're probably going to get some muckety muck coming off your strings on the thing. What song is this? What is it? I know.
You don't really hear much scraping. You don't really hear much scraping going on in most country music, really, do you?
Not too much, no. Holy shit, Mr. Night Owl actually figured it out, and so did Bronze Snake.
What did I win?
What did I win?
Respect, Bronze Snake. You won respect.
And what I play is called Shite over in England.
Yeah, well, which I could play shite like that.
You can play shite like that. All you got to do is do behind the string or behind the finger bend. And I didn't break anything.
Scott, you wouldn't believe it. I was just reaching for my guitar that's next to me, and I forgot it's got no fucking strings on it.
You were going to pull off a hot lick, and
just to show you how bad my guitar playing was, I was going to play some bad guitar, and it was going to be so bad. It's got no fucking strings on it. So there you go. Can't get much worse than that.
Somebody wanted that one song. Let's see. Let's put that string back in the tree. Somebody asked for it, so I had to do it.
What was
Okay.
it? Never heard that one before.
Oh no, never heard it. Yeah, let's do every power chord song we can possibly think of.
Oh,
Okay,
I tell you
kiddies.
what, we'll better save that one for next week.
I know we're done this week.
Yeah, come next week for the power chords.
And we'll see if Edward has a gig or not. And thanks to every one of you for coming and hanging out and just being groovy and wacky and dicks and pussies and all the stuff we keep talking about. All of us are a unit of some sort. As a whole, I know a whole.
I'm not a eunuch. It's just the way I'm sitting.
That's just the way you're sitting. As a whole collective audience, I don't know what the fuck we are, but hey, we have fun for a couple hours every week. I hope you do. Anyway, let's see, James. Let's give James his answer and we'll get out of here. What's he got? Would you ever be down to do a lesson on a few songs? Watch Me by Lori Morgan. I know that song already. You Win My Love by Shania Twain. That one I've played before. I don't remember it, but I will know it or relearn it. And I Want to Fall in Love by Lila McCann, is it, or McCain? That one I haven't heard of, as you can tell. I'd be down, my man. I'll learn them and just send them to you individually. How's that? Easy enough. Everybody's taken off. Love you guys like a sister, Bronze Snake says.
Yeah,
not like I've loved my sister. She's not alive anymore, but
they're all going. We haven't even done the credits yet.
yeah, we haven't did the outro yet.
I'm off. Bye.
It's like, where's Dale Palmer? He always shows up at the very last second and just does that fly on the wall thing. Bye. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just looking. I'm just honestly waiting for him to come in. Where you at, Dale? God damn it. Dale slammed the door and said, fuck y'all. Okay, we're going to let Duncan say fuck y'all after I say fuck y'all too. So fuck y'all, and hopefully catch you next Sunday. Thanks again for everything and for being almost as weird as Duncan and I. I'm out of here. Duncan's almost out.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody coming up. Everybody who did your super chats and support for the channel and all that sort of stuff, which nobody's doing, but we're not going to moan at you. But we try our best to bring you some entertainment at least once a week. Maybe we'll do more. But here we go. We're going to say goodnight, and thank you very much for coming, and bye, you ugly fuckers. Say goodnight, Scott, and I'll hit the credits.
Oh, we're not done. Good night, Scott.